Hello friends, those back pages here. I hope you're well. I am not a grade snob, but I guess I am a graded snob. I just prefer my cards to be graded. I understand that not everyone feels that way, and that's fine. I just don't, I'll buy raw cards, obviously. If I don't have the opportunity to purchase a card already graded, I'll buy raw and then have it graded myself at the show. That's just how I roll. I just feel that, if Johnny Stretchnuts is selling a raw card, it's in his best interest to get as much money as possible, obviously. So, it's in his best interest to overvalue or overgrade, self-grade, overvalue, however you want to put it, their own cards. Which is fine, because if I were selling something myself, I'd want to get as much as possible. It's called human nature. And I know a lot of people say, well, Timmy Greenneck, he's working for $15 an hour at PSA, and he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have any experience. We don't even know the qualifications he has to have the job, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. But if given the choice between graded or ungraded, I'm going to pick graded. If it makes sense, obviously. I mean, it's all about what makes sense to you. I just, I have a lot of feelings on the topic, and we'll just save that for another time, I suppose. But I was going to show off one card today, but a couple of cards actually came in the mail as I was getting ready to make this episode. So I decided to throw in a little bonus there. And we'll go with that one first, and it relates to what you see there on the left. 2024 Series 2, Top Series 2, Flagship Series 2, or Watershed Paper Series 2. I just uncomfortable calling it paper. I mean, it's called Topps, but we can't call it Topps because Topps puts out 873 sets a year now. So, yeah. Anyway, my big thing is now what used to be called rookie cards, but I've decided to, move in a little different direction. Obviously, still collecting rookie cards, but I'm trying to call them first Topps cards. I've spoken about this before. And first Topps card, either factory set issued, like Topps traded stuff, Topps update, however you want to call it, or first pack issued card. Obviously, first pack issued card would be best, but that doesn't apply to everyone, especially back in the day. 86 Topps traded came out before 87 Topps packs. So obviously, Barry Bonds' first Topps card is an 86 Topps traded. That's not really debatable. You want to debate XRC, RC, rookie card, first rookie card, that's all up to debate. There is no debate that Barry Bonds' first Topps card was an 86 Topps traded. Anyway, so I've been trying to pick up. I like Jackson Holliday. I watched a lot of his games since he came into the Orioles organization, and he has his first Topps card is in Series 2, 2024 Series 2. That's his first Topps card. It's card number 697. There's no, it's a variation. It's his first Topps card, and it has a regular number, and it's his first Topps card. I know he's going to be an update. It's going to have a lot of color and update. This card has no color parallels, but it does have the fun face and all the other variations they made of that. I'm gonna wait. That's just way too expensive for me. I mean, I'm gonna add the fun face eventually. At this point, we don't even know what Jackson's going to become. So I think he's going to be good, but that doesn't mean anything, right? Anyway, I've been trying to pick up a PSA 9. When possible, I'd like to pick up a PSA 9. Like, picked up a couple Bobby's. Bobby's first Topps card was 2022 Series 2, card number 660. And I picked up a few of those over the winter in PSA 9 format, showing them off. But I've been trying to pick up a Jackson Holliday first Topps card, which, this seems to be the pattern that Topps is going to do now going forward. It started with Bryce Harper in 2012, and then in 18 with Acuna, Glaber. In 19 with Guerrero, 22 with Bobby Baseball and J-Rod. And now 24, you've got the Holliday, the Jacksons. And so I've been trying to pick up a PSA 9 with no luck. I want to pay $50, maybe $60. I think that's fair. But, they've been going 80, 90 lately, and that's, I'll wait. And then I saw a PSA 8 listed at auction. And I was able to win this PSA 8 at auction for less than the price of one of these. Let me reiterate that. This PSA 8 Jackson Holliday, the final bid was less than buying one of these at Target. Now, it looks off-center, and obviously it's a little off-center left to right, but I think it's a little overplayed by that Faust shadow they're doing here on this side of the card. It kind of like the first edition, technically first edition, but the first year of Pokemon, they have the shadow and the shadowless. I think that this card is not as off-centered as it appears because of this gray shadow. You can see by the white that doesn't appear on this side. So I think, looking at the listing, all right, it's off-center. I'm going to snipe low. If I win, I win. And I happen to win. So when you win an auction from sellers, when you win an auction from sellers, you always see what else they have available. And to add, combined shipping and all that good stuff. So probably about a half hour after that one ended, 45 minutes maybe, I saw he had one of the other Jacksons, Jackson Merrill. And I guess you could argue this is more off-center left than it is to right because of the shadow making it look more even. But so, I put I think my snipe on this was 26.88, something like that. And it won, obviously, because I'm showing it to you. And it won for, I think it was right around $26. So basically the same price as one of these. Now, if you were to open up one of these blasters, and everything I've read, I believe they're in there. They should be in all the formats because the other rookies were, except the Harper. I don't think Harper was in. Harper was probably only in Hobby and Jumbo. But since 2018, they've been in all the SKUs. So if you were to open one of these and be lucky enough to get one of these Jacksons, I still need a Churio, but there's time for that. You'd be thrilled to pull open one blaster and get one of these guys in there. That's a total W, absolutely. But now you've spent $25 and you've got your raw copy. You got to get it graded. Say you want to get it graded right away. You don't want to wait till the show next year. You're looking at $20 minimum. I guess you could send it to SGC and get it put in a coffin, but that's not for me. I mean, I own some coffins, obviously, but I prefer not to. And so let's just say $20 just for argument's sake, you join a group sub, you know that your LCS does group subs, $20. There's no shipping, there's no nothing. So now you're looking at, $45, $50. Between $45 and $50. I mean, you bought the blaster, you paid tax, you got the card, you had it sent off, you gotta wait. Bulk ship, bulk submissions could take some time. Probably at least a month door to door. Meanwhile, here for these PSAs, the work is already done. Somebody already pulled the card, submitted the card, got the card back, and probably cursed the sky when they saw it was an 8. Again, would I like those to be 9s? Of course. But the price point for someone who's unestablished, let's put it that kindly, you don't know where these guys are going to be in 5 years. They could be out of the league. For that price, I'm comfortable picking up both those for the price, less than the price of 2 blasters. So that's, oh, well, Eric, they're only 8s. I know they're only 8s. But they're my cards, and, no one ever says, well, your 52 mana is only a 1. It's something to think about, really. And again, I need to get better with it myself. I try to stick out for 9s, but 8s usually sometimes make more sense, especially someone who's not a player that's not really established, because, and again, it's easy to jump on, these Holidays, these Jacksons, all 3 of them could be out of the league in 5 years. And they could turn into nothing, like they can turn into hobby nothings like Cody Bellinger. Alright. Let me get these out of the way. The main preface for today's episode revolves around the card you see in the background and mail day. And it's one of those deals. And I already opened it. I was going to open it live on video, but I want you to see how this is almost like punctured here. And the back is concaved. I don't know if it shows up there, but it's kind of smushed in. So I was a little concerned because earlier this year I had won something that I really wanted, and it came in a flimsy black bubble mailer and was cracked. Both, the lower right hand corner was totally cracked on both sides, destroying the card. I was able to return it and get my money back, but I haven't been able to pick up another copy of it. That's the whole, again, with the raw. So, raw, you could don't like it, you could just return it. Yeah. Well, that's easy enough to do, on common cards. But when you search for something for a long time, you find it. Yeah, it's well documented. I'm not alone in that regard. But anyway, so let's take a look at this, because why not? I barely looked at it because I just wanted to make sure it wasn't destroyed. And they didn't even give me the piece of paper or nothing. It just says collect, trade, repeat. You open it up and boom, there it is. They usually give you a piece of slip paper. Oh, you've upgraded your collection. They're getting a little flimsy with what they include. And then they give you this, comes in this tray, which is good, I guess, because it's paper. That feels like paper and plastic. Yeah, kind of protects it a little bit. And there it is. Let's get it out of this easily resealable, doesn't fool anybody packaging, mailing it. And wow, there it is. The Hope Diamond anniversary. These are numbered on the back to 60, the same as the Topps Blacks, which I've not been able to find one of these copies. This is 51 of 60. It's off-centered, left to right, and top to bottom and left to right. But you don't really see that on the front. I mean, there's obviously a reason it got a 6th grade. It's definitely poorly centered, I guess you could say it. Yeah, and these are, but again, we're talking about something that's, going on 14 years old. Very difficult to track down, and it was given an assigned grade of a 6. And I think there's a couple ways to look at that. It scares people off. But again, it's off-centered. If you hold it at that right angle, you can tell, because it's got the Hope Diamond blue tint. But, it's not a card you really see the border on. Kind of like the Cognac. More so on the diamond, you see the border. These cards are not numbered, but they are beautiful. This card is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I've gone on about this card. 2011 Topps card 100. Just amazing card. It shows his first 10 seasons, complete stats. I don't think you're going to see, well, not in my lifetime, I'll see anyone have a better first 10 seasons than Pujols did. Just an amazing looking card, and a little bit of story about this card, I guess. This card was listed originally just looking at them in a row there, just amazing. Amazing what Topps used to do as little as 13 years ago. They really used to care. They certainly don't care anymore. I don't think we'll ever see anything of this quality again in the Topps flagship set. $2 packs. I guess now $3, but $2 packs. You can get these cards out of $2 packs. There's just, I guess technically there's no reason for them to do it anymore, because people buy all the crap no matter how crappy it is. But anyway, so this card was listed originally, I want to say first week in July, somewhere around there, and it had to buy it now at $300 with best offer. So, it was getting close to the time for the show. It's like, all right, I'll offer $250, and I know it probably won't arrive while I'm home. It'll arrive while I'm away. But anyway, I'll give it a shot. So I offered $250. The seller declined, which is fine. So not only did he decline, he then raised it $100, but left the best offer on. So I'm like, oh crap, that's dirty pool. I mean, it's your card, you do what you want with it, but I offered $250, which wasn't terrible for a $300 listing. Declined, upped it $100. It's like, all right, screw that card, screw that seller, screw that card. I don't need it that badly. I want it, but it's not a Topps Black. It's not a gold refractor. But you know what? Screw that seller. And I talked to my friends about it. Yeah, screw that seller. And show was coming up. It's like, all right, I don't expect to see anything like this at the show, but maybe there'll be something similar. Well, it turns out there was nothing similar, really, as far as that type of stuff goes. I was unable to find any Topps Blacks from his original Cardinals playing days, his original run. No gold refractors either from that time period. But, I found plenty of other stuff. Was more than happy. And show ended, came home. It's like, oh, you know what? I still got some hobby funds left. Let me send him an offer. So I offered him $300. You know, his original buy it now. Declined. I'm like, holy crap, what the hell's going on here? Like, almost, I don't know if it was it might have been actually, I think it was an auto decline. It's like, all right, a couple days go by. You know what? Screw it, 325. Auto decline. What the heck's going on here, man? I can't even get through, you know, what he wants for it. But so I was talking to JT, and I'm like, should I offer 350? And then I got to, you know, he's like, yeah, probably it's not a bad idea, blah blah blah. And I got to thinking about it. What if I offer him 350 and it gets through? Let's say I offer 350 and it gets through. You know, gets past the auto decline. What if he declines it and then raises the buy it now again? I think at this point he's obviously aware that I want the card. I don't know if other people are sending offers, but I think the assigned grade did scare some folks away. But it's like, just screw it. I'm going to buy the card. And this was August 3rd. I hit the buy it now. It's like, oh, just screw it. You know, I get it. It's not an inexpensive amount of money. It's not a little tiny bit of money. It's also not a lot of money. It's less than 2 hobby boxes of Topps Chrome this year. I think I don't even you can buy a jumbo. I don't even know if you can buy one jumbo Topps Chrome 2024 Topps Chrome box for that. I don't know, because I certainly wouldn't. But that's just me. So, you know, what's today? The 20th, the 21st now. Took a long time, man. That authenticity program is a real pain in the butt. It did take him like 3 or 4 days to ship it out, which is obviously a pain in the ass. But man, I'm happy it's here. I'm happy it's in the collection, and it's just a stunner. It really is just a beautiful looking baseball card. I wish, you know, I wish the Topps would give a damn like this. Maybe someday again they will.